opening play. Here's Ryan.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Let's go, Phil. Show me something, man. Please, sure.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Play action. It's Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Ryan. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines from 13 yards out. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all in good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion right is Wilson. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Hines now on the return. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, Matt Hawk on to punt for Indy. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The slot man in motion right. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the gun, it's Tua. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In motion right is Wilson. On first down, Tagovailoa. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. it's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Ryan on 1st down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, Ryan looking for Campbell downfield, and that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to submit it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Tua going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Yeah, they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On second and very short, Ryan. Out quickly to Hines. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 39 yards. And the Colts have retaken a third-quarter lead.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw again on second down. Bridgewater caught by Wilson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back now in Miami. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In motion, Hill.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, keep it up.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Ryan. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo